Millions of Americans are heading to the polls next Tuesday for off-year elections, and how they cast their vote could reshape the entire political landscape. With important elections all over the map, a lot of eyes are on some pivotal races on the East Coast, including New York City's mayor, new governors being decided in New Jersey and Virginia. Joining me now is Chief Elections Analyst with Decision Desk HQ, Geoffrey Skelley. Geoffrey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me. Of
course. I want to ask you about the new polling numbers just released a little while ago this morning, and one of the biggest races making headlines. We have to talk about the New York City mayoral race. Democratic candidate Zohran Mamdani holding a commanding 25-point lead. We should mention that same polling also shows Mamdani popular among black voters, jumping from 50% last month to 71% this month. What do these numbers tell you?
Well, it's certainly a nice result from Mamdani. I think if you actually look at sort of his overall percentage in that poll, it's not too different from where polling averages have generally had him, sort of in the mid to high 40s. So it's just a little better than that. But as voters now here at the end are sort of coming to terms with their options and making choices, you might expect Mamdani to basically, I think the big thing to watch for him is going to be, can he break 50%? Because at this point, it does look like it's going to be very difficult for Andrew Cuomo to actually catch him.
Cuomo has been creeping up a bit, but to your point, this election is less than a week away. What do the other two candidates, of course, Curtis Sliwa as well, do to overcome Mamdani's lead at this point?
Well, it's certainly difficult. I think for Cuomo, he has been trying to win over some of the voters who might be planning to vote for Sliwa, also trying to win over a few Democrats, obviously in blue New York City. And I think it's just been proven to be very difficult for him in the sense that he's closed the margins in some polling, but it's sort of been a case where some polls have shown the race tightening, others have shown it more or less staying the same. And obviously this new poll even suggests that Mamdani's lead may have grown. So I think when you see this kind of mixed picture in terms of the polling, it suggests that nothing has maybe dramatically changed enough for Cuomo to catch up.
So it's Mamdani's race to lose, is what you're saying.
I think that's exactly right.
Let's move to the governor's race in New Jersey. A lot of people are talking about this. This race is getting contentious. I see commercials all the time from both sides. Democratic candidate Markie Martin and Republican candidate Jack Ciattarelli virtually tied Cheryl with just a 1-point lead within the margin of error. These polls are tight. What do you look at to determine who voters will pick on Tuesday, Geoffrey?
Well, in the polling average, Markie Martin, the Democratic nominee, has a slightly larger lead. But once, we actually haven't gotten a chance this morning to throw the new poll in, but it will tighten. And I think what you have is a single-digit race, one in the low single digits in terms of the margin between Cheryl and Republican Jack Ciattarelli. And if you look at the 2021 gubernatorial election, which Ciattarelli was the Republican nominee, and he only lost by about 3 percentage points. So we may be heading for another result that is that tight. And now in that race, he was facing the incumbent governor, Phil Murphy. This time around, it's an open seat race. But I think in some ways, this entire contest has been a battle of sort of Trump versus Murphy. The Democrats have tried to connect Ciattarelli constantly with Donald Trump, whereas the Republicans have tried to tie Cheryl to Murphy and Democrat control in the state capital of Trenton. And the fact that Ciattarelli is this close, even with Donald Trump in the White House and Trump not all that popular, I think does say that at least the attacks on Murphy and connecting Cheryl to Murphy have worked, at least to some extent.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.